So it's been just over 4 years that I've not touched a drop of alcohol for after 10 years of trial and error, and here are 3 things that I did not expect to happen when I stopped drinking it. The very first thing that I didn't expect to happen was developing true trust in myself. So I was recently having a conversation with an individual that was interested in joining my program, my Sober Clear Stop Drinking program, which is a coaching program that helps business owners and professionals get control of their drinking. During this conversation, I was talking about my recent move to Dubai. So for those of you that don't know, I just moved over to Dubai, so I'm actually sat in a short-term apartment whilst we wait for an Emirates ID so we can go and move into a long-term place. So I've actually been living in Thailand pretty much since I stopped drinking just over 4 years ago. I pretty much moved to Thailand, started learning how to work online, and slowly but surely started doing this business where I help people stop drinking. I had no idea I'd be doing this. Long story short, that's what happened. Anyway, so me and my girlfriend decided that we'd go to Dubai. And the individual that I was talking to knew this because I've spoken about it in some previous videos and it came up in the conversation. And he said, "Man, I would love to do something like that." And he paused and he said, "But I just don't trust myself." And I sat with it for a second and I thought, I know exactly where he's coming from. When we're drinking alcohol, we can often not truly trust ourselves. If we think about it, when we're drinking, we can set a goal of let's say we want to lose 20 pounds, get a 6-pack, increase our deadlift, I don't know, save X amount of money. We can set goals. And I don't know about you guys, but when I was drinking alcohol, it would be very rare for me to actually achieve those goals. I might make some progress for a couple of weeks. I might stop drinking for a couple of weeks and go to the gym and eat well. And then before you know it, I'd almost forget what I was doing and just be back in that cycle once again. And I've done that many, many times. Had a goal, set a goal, made some progress, drank again, back to square one. And when you do this enough, your confidence gets knocked. Your self-esteem gets knocked. You don't really feel good about yourself. So to go and make a big, bold move, to start a new business, to get into a relationship, to move to another country, more often than not when we're drinking is we don't truly trust ourselves. What happens if we go to that other country and we start hitting it hard and drinking too much and life just spirals out of control? Because I have actually done that in the past. I moved to London after finishing my degree. I moved to London, I tried to do a job in recruitment and I screwed it up massively. I was drinking almost every day. I was smoking cigarettes. It was just complete chaos. And I know that if I was drinking, I wouldn't have the courage to move to another country. But now that I'm not drinking, now that I know that I'm 100% certain in my decision to become a non-drinker, I have 100% confidence that I can move to another country and it's going to be fine. And that's a beautiful thing because imagine how that would spill over to different areas of your life. You set a goal to lose weight and you actually follow through. You set a goal to move to another country, whatever it is. You start to develop true trust in yourself and your ability to get stuff done. And you know that you're not going to screw it up. Now, the second thing that I didn't expect to happen was the way that I've been able to support other people in my life. So when it comes to my family, I love my family so much. I just love them. I got a big heart for my family. And when I was drinking alcohol, I was never really there for them. I was a young man in the world that, probably should have been making more money than I was making. I probably should have been supporting my family much better than I did. And I didn't because I was drinking. And in fact, my family had to support me. I've been bailed out by my family countless times. I've borrowed money off them. I've had to go and live with them at certain times in my life. It's not been pretty. But something that I didn't expect to happen when I stopped drinking was the way that I was able to support my family. I'll give you an example. So recently, my family came over to Koh Samui. When I was living in Thailand, I paid for them all to have this amazing trip. So I had my nana come, my auntie come, my cousin come, my mum come, and my brother come. I paid for absolutely everything, and we had an amazing, amazing time. Once in a lifetime experience. All my family in Koh Samui, on the beach, getting massages, going to nice restaurants, going to see elephants. It was an incredible, incredible time. So one awesome thing that happened when my mother and my brother came is they started coming to the gym with us. So my mum's never really done exercise before. My brother, he's 16, he'd done a few bicep curls and whatever, but he'd never done any training. So they started coming to the gym with us and they loved it. We were going 5 days of the week. This was their holiday, right? Where they still came, they still trained and they loved it, right? And they were making some progress and having a great time. Anyway, so what we did is we went back home and we all sat down together and I helped them with a goal setting session. So I said to my brother, okay, so, let's set a goal of how much you want to weigh because he wants to put weight on, right? I said, let's set a goal for your bench press. Let's set a goal for your deadlift. Let's set a goal for this, for that. And he wrote his 10 goals down. And then my mum did the same thing. She wrote I want to lose this amount of weight. I want to do this, do this, do this. And we wrote down about 10 goals each. And once they did that, I told them to keep these goals with them, keep them in a pocket, take a picture of them, review them every day. And my mum now, she's lost over a stone, which is maybe 6-7 kg, something like that. She's lost 14 pounds, which is a stone. My brother, he's been super consistent. He's added a few kg on. And actually, as a gift, I said said to them, I'll hire you both a trainer. You can have a couple of sessions a week each, and I will financially support you. If that's something that you want to do, I am all for it. It's changed my life in every single way, and I would love to give you that gift. Now, I'm not trying to say that to brag or anything like that, but do you think that I would have done that if I had been drinking the night before? Or taken my family to the gym, sat them down doing a goal setting session, hired them a personal trainer? Absolutely not, right? And this is what I mean is, when I'm not drinking alcohol, is I'm emotionally available for the people that matter to me. And I'm also able to financially support them if I want to. I send money to other family members every single month, and I didn't expect that to happen. But because I've improved myself, because I've not been drinking, because I've been working on my business, because I've been working on myself, it just means that I'm able to support other people. And that's an amazing, amazing thing. And that's an amazing gift that I would love for you to give your family. I'd love it for you to just, take the relationship with your kids to the next level. Take the relationship with your spouse to the next level. And I promise you, when you don't drink alcohol, your relationship and your ability to support the people around you is going to be so much better. I promise you. I put my life on it. Which leads me to the third and final thing that I didn't expect to happen. Now, I've always had a dream to be able to travel the world, to be able to work on the internet, to be able to have an online business. That's always been my dream. And I always wanted to do something that helped other people. I wasn't so bothered about, selling an e-commerce product or something like that. I wanted to do something that involved creating content that helped people achieve a result. I didn't know what I would do. At one point, I thought it might have been fitness coaching. That wasn't for me. I had no idea that I'd be making videos talking about not drinking alcohol. And now I'm not drinking alcohol. And every single day, I take another step towards that dream, another step towards the life that I want. Guess what's happened? It's all materialized. The person that I wanted to be when I stopped drinking alcohol was not the person I am today, but I've worked towards it and become the person that I wanted to be. And that is an amazing thing, because we are able to design the person that we need to become to achieve our dream. We can change who we are. And I promise you, when you stick on that path of not drinking alcohol, when you look back at yourself in 2 years' time, in 1 year's time, you will not recognize yourself. You will look back and say, I'm proud of who I've become. Because provided that you're not poisoning yourself, poisoning your mind, poisoning your body by drinking alcohol, and you steadily work towards what you want, it will come true.